little monkey! What the fuck, man?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm worse than Hitler?
I'll smoke it with you, bro. We'll go to the loony bin together. I don't give a fuck.
No one ever wants to pay me to have sex.
If I had a dick, this is where I'd tell you to suck it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Gentlemen, we are dealing with someone here who has absolutely no life.
Stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nurse.
Fuck you. Yeah, that's my message for you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
All that stuff. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're recording now. Can't make that fucking same mistake 18,000 times, can I? I think I can, because I do it all the goddamn time. I constantly fucking forget to do shit like that. So, all right. Hi, as I start off fucking complaining like a piece of shit. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the Primal Podcast, episode 20. 20. Holy shit. We made it to 20, and there's still people that spend their time watching this.
Has everyone gone nuts? Who the hell do you think you are?
I think I'm the guy that successfully made it to episode 20, is who I think I fucking am. So, hi. And did I make that song? Already, people are Joe Maka, mainly my boy Joe Maka, up in the comments already. And yes, I did, in fact, make the intro song, which, in case you've never noticed, is totally not cool, so to speak, because it uses lots of copyrighted material, which I am fantastic at doing, is using stuff I shouldn't be using on the show. But welcome back to it once again, and welcome to another shit show that I am completely unprepared for. I even made sure to announce that on the little blurb that I put up on Facebook that there was going to be a show tonight, because I'm totally unprepared. I spent zero time. All right, not zero time. I maybe spent about 10 to 15 minutes preparing for tonight. You guys, you've got a hell of a host, let me tell you. Not only am I one of the classiest sons of bitches that you've ever met, but I put so much effort. It's like I put in enough effort to have the lighting right, to have this lovely studio prepared for you, to have things readily available on Facebook for you to watch for your pleasure. And then I do absolutely no preparation. I get so far, and then I just give up all hope. And I'm like, all right, whatever. These guys don't need me to do anything special, right? They're not expecting me to actually be prepared when I come onto the air or anything. Why would I do that? That would be what a real podcast host does. But we finally made it to episode 20. After all this time of fucking around and back and forth, am I going to do the podcast? Am I not going to do the podcast? Should I take 2 years off and then I take 2 years off? I finally have reached episode 20, which I guess says something. I don't know what, but it says something. I've put in enough effort to get this far. And I wanted to be really prepared for episode 20 and act like it was a big deal and maybe have an awesome animated Whoa, that was weird. I lost my fingers for a second. An awesome animated background with streamers and a crowd cheering that holy shit, he did it. Yay. And, you know, I can't.
You fucked it up! You fucked it up!
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
I am, because I could not be any less prepared for the things that I wanted to do, so this is what I'm going to do, is pretend that I'm ready to do this for an hour, and I'm not. So, hi, you can see already, some of you can see already, you've got this, just wave your hands around some more, thank you, I will, I'm quite good at it, how Italians do a podcast. I forget. Not everyone can see. Some of you can see. The rest of you, it's the meme. I'm holding my hands up like the Italian memes that you see everywhere. This is how Italians do a podcast. But yeah, I'll just wave my hands around like an asshole, and hopefully we'll get through something. So, as you can see, some of you can see, Boredom Defeated is in the comments. So Boredom Defeated, not only is it coming all over my face, but it's now Boredom Defeated is officially a page, which you can go like, by the way, right on Facebook. You can go right over. I haven't linked it yet because I'm a self-centered douche, and why should I help people and do things that would be fun for them and help them out? Why? I can't do that. I can't be bothered to even prepare for my own show. But yes, Boredom Defeated exists. You can go to the Boredom Defeated page. You can go to boredomdefeated.com. Am I allowed to say that? Because I already did. It's too late now. It came out of my mouth. It's on I can't go back. I'm sorry. I love you, but yeah, it all exists. There's a Boredom Defeated at Boredom Defeated on Twitter. So everything it's making its way. Boredom Defeated is on their way, and you can say hello to them in the comments as I point at you in the comments down there. And I'm sure Boredom Defeated would love to answer all of your questions about who they are, what they are, and when the fuck they might actually come to fruition instead of just being... There it is. Boredom Defeated just linked their website in the comments. If anyone's interested in going, since I'm going to spend a whole lot of time blabbing about it from here on in until it actually becomes a thing officially, you can go check it out there and speak with them directly. Anyway, oh God, what a miserable failure this is. I promise episode 21 will be so much better. I swear to you, I will be prepared for episode 21. I'm not at all prepared for episode 20. Anyway, what happened? Where have we been since I last allowed you to see me here in this room? We had a St. Patrick's Day, which is the reason why we had Flogging Molly playing at the very beginning. At least give this one a chance. I'm trying. I'm hoping that there might be a chance for this still. And anyway, we had St. Patrick's Day. Was it Sunday? Saturday? Was it a Friday? My memory, as you can tell, so I'm like Dory. 10 minutes and I suddenly pay no attention anymore. I completely forget anything that just happened. But we had St. Patrick's Day, which was fun. I spent all day driving around blasting. It was Friday. Thank you. It was Friday with St. Patrick's Day, and I spent all morning and afternoon driving around blasting Flogging Molly and the Dropkick Murphys out of my car, pretending that this Sicilian face might in any way, shape, or form appear to be Irish, and day drinking. And then I went out with my friends and did some night drinking and got, nice and toasted. But I had a nice lull in between of just, I want to die. Did you ever have that? Did you ever do some morning drinking and you know that later you're going to be doing some evening drinking, and there's just that slow period in between where you, oh my God, stuff is blowing up. I told you I wasn't prepared. I'm still getting all these notifications and shit. But yeah, I had that lull in between my drinking where I was just, miserable. I didn't keep up with it, so I ended up in this just like, everything sucks. Fuck St. Patrick's Day. I drank this morning and now I'm not doing anything. Fuck this. And yes, as someone just commented, why the fuck is there no alcohol in my hand? I did have that lull too. Like, why am I not drinking right now? I'm already fucking getting distracted. Yeah, so, but it was fine. I did not hang myself on St. Paddy's Day, and I moved on through and did some evening drinking and had fun and felt like crap the next day. The way you're supposed to, in true tradition of the holiday. Get fucked up and then wake up the next morning, lucky if you remember what happened, and feeling like garbage, because that's the way you handle St. Patrick's Day. Oh, God. I'm so sorry for any of you watching and listening. My most heartfelt apologies that you're wasting your time this evening. Anyway, moving on. There's so little to talk about it because I can't fucking remember anything that happened between Thursday and Thursday. It's gone. Any case, I did find out today that my grandmother, who I've mentioned before, she still exists, in case you were wondering. And by the way, if at any you want to call and fuck with me, it's right down there. And you've seen it, and now you're not going to see it anymore. There you go. Limited time only today. But my grandmother had an incident today, apparently, or within the past day or so, with her refrigerator, and I thought this was great to a degree because I'm a horrible person. But apparently her refrigerator it was having some issues and maybe making some noise, and then it started sparking and smoking and almost burned the goddamn house down, which was kind of crazy. my father was telling me about this. We spoke on the phone this morning, and he was giving me the rundown on the sparking refrigerator, which I wasn't sure if it was just a feature or if something was terribly wrong. When it almost burned the house down, I assumed that maybe there was a problem and this wasn't some kind of built-in fireworks show that the refrigerator was supposed to have. Oh, God, we're terrible. But, you know, obviously, she's going to need a new refrigerator, and he had spoken to my grandmother, who told him that the fridge was probably only about 5 years old, and she didn't understand, why this was happening and what was going on. So me and my dad, we talked on the phone. We had a decent discussion about the situation, and we came to an agreement that Grandma has no perception of time whatsoever. 5 years old? That fucking refrigerator has been the same refrigerator in her house for at least half my life. Like 15 to 16 goddamn years, it's been the same fridge. Who the fuck are you kidding, Grandma? You have not upgraded your refrigerator in the past 5 to 6 years. You're out of your goddamn mind. The milk has been in the same fucking location, and we're lucky if it's not the same milk that has been there for the past 15 goddamn years. Don't fuck around. We know. Like you might be watching, Grandma. I'm looking at you as if, you might any day own anything more than a jitterbug. I'm going to hell. I love you, but I'm going to hell. So there's that. Thanks to Breaking Bad for making me constantly use that expression. In other positive news, I mentioned last week that I had made a run to Mount Airy Casino, and I had won a whopping $61. Woo! Party! $61.
Okay, terrific.
I know. That's what I was thinking too. What? Does it come from the milkman in the glass bottle? Joe, what are you talking about? I'm so confused. So, yeah, $61 at the casino. And so last night, Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday night, well, technically Wednesday afternoon, I decided that I had not taken a big enough chance, and that, oh shit, this is going to drive me nuts. There's fucking noises going off all over the goddamn place, and it's going to drive me fucking mental tonight. But I decided I hadn't gambled enough of my not very hard-earned money away because I haven't gotten back to work yet. But, I was going to go back. I decided I should go back to Mount Airy Casino and try my hand yet again. So I did. I left at my house at about 11:30, and drove my ass the 45 minutes up to Mount Airy Casino and spent literally all goddamn day up there. Holy shit, can you lose track of time quickly when you're playing blackjack at the casino? I got there at, like I said, about 12 to 12:30, and I immediately, well, first I take a piss, I'm not going to lie, and I'm a little bit superstitious when it comes to my gambling, which I'm sure there's a lot of people that are. I know if you ever watch the poker tournaments, there's guys that like dig their nails into an orange all the time and smack their penis around between every hand to wake it up and give them good luck, whatever they do. For me, I have a specific way of arriving at the casino that I hope to follow every single time. Fuck those noises. So for me, when I get to Mount Airy Casino, I want a close spot. And I know, like, oh, duh, fucking asshole, everybody wants a close spot. But I go to the same I start at the same fucking row it's like the third or fourth row up. You make a left, and all the parking spots are on the right. And it's like the third or fourth row up, right next to the last row. And I always go down the same row, and I'm always hoping for a parking spot, like, within the first fucking X amount of feet. I'm very and if I don't get it, I already feel a little bit off, but then I in this weather, quickly walk my ass inside the building, and I make my way up the escalator to the casino floor, and the very first thing I do is stop to take a piss, because I've made sure at that point that I've drank at least one of these mystery cans here, the Surge, on my way up, if not something else along the way. And by the time I get there, I have to take a gigantic piss the size of a fountain. So I immediately run past all the tables, inside, take a giant leak, wash my hands in the frigid fucking water at Mount Airy Casino. If you guys listen at all, anyone from Mount Airy, dealers, floor people, security, the manager, whatever, fix the fucking water and the door. And the door. Anyone that's been to Mount Airy Casino in the past 8 fucking months will understand what I'm talking about. When you go up there and you park and you walk across the street, there's 2 goddamn entrances to the inside the building. There's one that's right in front of your fucking face, and then off to the left around the corner there's another one. The one that's right in front of your face is just a sliding glass door. It's just one of the automatic sliding glass doors. Same as the other one. It has been broken for like 8 fucking months. They have the stupid fucking tie, the stretchy tie, ropey, God, I'm an asshole, thing that you put up like at the movies, the queue line shit, blocking the door, and it says, please use other door, as you would expect. And it said that for 8 fucking months. If this was Walmart or your local mom and pop grocery store, I would understand that it might take you a long time to get the fucking door fixed. You're a casino. You take in thousands of dollars, and that's probably a huge understatement, every fucking night. You probably take in thousands an hour, the way I've seen some people play. And you can't afford to just fix the fucking automatic door? Drives me crazy. That's an extra 20 feet of walking I need to do before I can get inside the warmth of the fucking building. Fix it! The other thing, I'm so passionate about sliding glass doors. They are my life and my love, and broken ones just break my heart. And I can't stand to see them laying there all disabled and shit. Anyway, the water inside the bathroom at Mount Airy Casino, freezing every fucking time I go in there. I wash my fucking hands in ice cold water. I swear, they're pumping the water in from the Arctic, and it's just ice. And then, I'm spending 20 minutes standing there at the fucking dryer that does nothing. There's like it takes 6 watts of electricity to power the goddamn thing, and I could blow on my hands and dry them faster than the machine could. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. And then I make my way to the floor, and I have a specific path. I come out of the bathroom, and I go around and make my way up to the table, and now you know every goddamn thing I do when I walk into a casino. So if you're ever looking for me, you know the exact path to take when you come in. And then I find my table. In this case, it was a perfect pairs table. And I sat down, and I start playing immediately. And I bought in for $100, or no, 60, and then 100. And then I lost all that. So I went back and went to the ATM for another 100, and eventually back for another 100. So I was in probably a good $460 deep. At some point in the day, and I amazingly did not walk out of the casino broke. In fact, I posted a picture on my personal, not the Primal Podcast, on my personal Facebook page of all the chips in my hand. That was the one and only time I have ever held a purple chip in my hand. The $500 chip? Yeah. One of those, 2 black $100 chips, 2 green $25 chips, and 4 red $5 chips. So that's $700. I walked out with $770. No, I'm sorry. That's what I got from the table by the time I was done. I had $770 in chips. And then I also had $20 in free slot play that they gave me that day. So I sat down at the slot machine before I hit the cashier, and sure enough, 2 spins in, I won another $65 from that, played off the rest, and I ended up with like another $75 or $80. So I walked out with about $850 that yesterday. It was amazing. I came home and immediately jerked my gherkin out of excitement because it was fucking fantastic. Great time. It will probably never happen again, but man, did I start slamming some of those perfect pairs over and over again. Just slamming them away. And I'm losing fucking, oh God. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just go on without me because I can't do it anymore. But yeah, that's it. That's all I've got, okay? Casino, I won money. I'm somewhat fairly lucky when I play blackjack sometimes. So that's the end of the story. That's... Sweet Jesus, thank you, the 6 of you or whatever that are watching today. Thank you for continuing to love me and support me, because I don't know how you do it sometimes. I don't know how you do it sometimes. But honestly...
Hell, I like you. You can come over to my house and fuck my sister.
Anytime you guys want. You know, that's actually highly inappropriate, because I do have a sister, and she probably would not appreciate me inviting all of you over to fuck my sister. That's probably horribly inappropriate, but that's me. That's life. I'm horribly inappropriate. Let's move forward and pretend that we're being successful today. So, the first story that I'm going to get into is rather bland, but it's near and dear to my heart, because I remember so many nights of flipping the goddamn table while playing Monopoly. Anybody else? Anybody else remember playing Monopoly and getting so angry that you threw the fucking board across the room because the game would take hours? Which, by the way, I did have a discussion about it recently, and I read an article, it doesn't have to take fucking hours. Part of the problem here is some of you people play this version of Monopoly. You should have broken up with her over Monopoly, Joe. That's what he's telling. He almost broke up with his ex over Monopoly, and you should have. You should have, because if that bitch fucked you over in a game of Monopoly, she will fuck you over anywhere else, all right? Heed my words of wisdom. If your girl cheats at Monopoly, she will cheat in your relationship. Where was I? Oh, right. Yeah. So, Monopoly. That's it. I have had many a night of hellish games. Of Monopoly. But yes, that's what I was saying. Some of you play this version of Monopoly where anytime you have to pay the bank, like you land on income tax or anything like that, and you guys take the money that should be going to the banker, that lazy fuck that never wants to do their fucking job properly. You know who the fuck you are. Get to work. But all that money's supposed to go to the bank. Instead, a lot of people like to put it in the middle of the board. And then they wait till somebody lands on free parking. And then the person that lands on free parking gets all the money in the middle. Okay, and I know that this is a house rule at many a house, and I'm here to tell you tonight, you're fucking wrong. You are an asshole. You are the reason your games are taking 18 hours to fucking finish. It's your fault. You ever read the rules to Monopoly? Number one, that is not an official rule in any way, shape, or form. Monopoly realized so many people were playing their game differently that they actually added into the rule book the house rules, where you can technically create some of your own rules to your own version of playing. And no, it's not how you play. Autumn. It's not how you play Monopoly. Go check the rules. That is not an official Monopoly rule. In fact, the rules state that the point of Monopoly is to bankrupt everybody else that's playing. That's the whole point of the game. It's not to get all the properties. It's not to make it nothing else. Yeah, I know. Joe pointed out an excellent observation, which is that I have no picture up for Monopoly for any of my just listeners. There's no picture up tonight for Monopoly on the screen. And you're not going to get pictures of anything tonight because I'm so wickedly unprepared that I couldn't even take the time to prepare pictures for the television screen. So tonight it's just a useless screen displaying... In fact, we probably don't even need the banner at this point because we have this. And then you guys can see my nipples and my Deadpool shirt that I bought today at Walmart just for you. Just so I could look a little bit more spiffy for you. I bought this lovely kind of semi-tight fitting. It's like a weird, really sensual material. It's got my nips going. I'm an ass. But yeah, it's not an official rule. The whole point is to bankrupt everybody else that's playing. That's how you win Monopoly. And if you're giving away free money just because some idiot landed on a spot that literally means nothing, it has no purpose. It form-fitting. Thank you. It forms around my man tits quite deliciously. But yeah, that's the whole point of Monopoly, is to bankrupt everyone else. Take all of their money. When they have no money left, they have to mortgage all their fucking property, and then you get to laugh at them while they sit there and watch the rest of you finish the game. And that's how you play. That's the whole point. And if you're giving money away because they landed on free parking, you are constantly giving them someone the opportunity to stay in the game. And that's why your games last 18 goddamn hours. Now, that has nothing to do with the story that we were about to talk about, but I needed to rant because it's what I do best. The point of this is that Monopoly, after all these years, is finally adding 3 new pieces to the game. You can let me know how you feel about it, because I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. I'm so used to the race car, the top hat, the iron, the thimble, the dog, the little Yorkie, and I think there was something else. Eventually, they did add a cat at one point that wasn't originally there. Can you remember what the other ones are? Did I name them all? Am I missing one? I feel like there's something that I didn't get in there. But they pulled the curtain back on. They had online. Oh, a battleship. Boredom defeated with the win. There it was a battleship. But they say they pulled back the curtain on an online survey to release the next generation of tokens. Holy shit, this is a mess. A globe? Was there a globe? Maybe you're right. It's been a while since I've seen all the original pieces. The results are goodbye, which I don't know why anybody... people voted for goodbye. The word goodbye? Is it a wave? Thimble, boot, and wheelbarrow. Oh. I'm an asshole. I am an idiot. And nobody took the time... Well, you guys can't read it, but nobody... They're saying goodbye to... I am an idiot. I am full-fledged retarded. They are saying goodbye to the thimble, the boot, and the wheelbarrow. That was the other one. A boot and a wheelbarrow. Which kind of upsets me. The thimble is such an iconic piece to that fucking game that I feel like that one should have stayed. The boot and the wheelbarrow, I guess, whatever. The wheelbarrow, I didn't even fucking remember that it existed. The boot, now that it mentions it, I kind of remember. But the thimble, I feel like, should have stayed. And they're replacing it with a T-Rex, a penguin, and a rubber ducky. There is a picture of them, and I don't have it to show you right now. And I refuse to do it live. So if you want to look, you can go look it up your goddamn self and see what they look like, okay? Today's interactive. If you want to see what I'm talking about, Google that shit. You've got computers and cell phones, Google that fucking shit. But yeah, there's a T-Rex, a penguin, and a rubber ducky. And the lineup of tokens now includes... Oh, it's a Scotty. It's not a Yorkie. I'm, again, the stupidest... Why do you people listen to this? I'm an asshole. I spread lies around the internet. It's a Scotty dog, a top hat, a car, a battleship, a cat, a T-Rex, a rubber ducky, and a penguin. They embarked on the user-driven vote to update the Monopoly tokens in early January ahead of World Monopoly Day on March 19th. Did anybody else not know that there was a World Monopoly Day? Because I had no fucking idea. I know that that's 5 days after Steak and Blowjob Day, but I did not know that there was a World Monopoly Day. Monopoly fans from 146 countries cast a total of 4.3 million votes during the contest, Hasbro told the Huffington Post. And the game piece options didn't make the cut include smiley face emojis, a cell phone, and aviator sunglasses. Well, I'm kind of glad none of those made the cut. The company let slip news of the thimble's demise in February, and in 2013, God fucking damn it. Why? Lord, why? What is wrong with my brain that I can't make it through a single episode without stuttering and stumbling all over the fucking place? And, fuck a rubber duck from Monopoly. Damn it. What a mess. Episode 20 is such a pile of shit, you guys. But I will press on. They released in February that they were going to remove the fucking symbol and kill it off, and in 2013, the company dropped the iron, which has been a staple since apparently the 1930s, and replaced it with a cat. And the next generation of Monopoly, which is due out this fall, as my story just disappears from my screen. I wish we could just start all over again, and that I gave myself more time to prepare. But as usual, I did not. And will include the new pieces pictured above. Those are the words that I missed. What a train wreck. Oh! There we go. Boredom defeated with the fucking alley-oop, bitch. Slam dunk it. Boredom defeated. Supplying you guys with the links to the shit that I'm talking about and covering for my shortcomings. And there's a whole lot of those, let me tell you. A lot of shortcomings.
That's awful. That's awful.
But yeah. Where were we? There's other shit we're going to talk about. I swear to God, I promise. There's other stuff for us to discuss. Right. We discussed weed and cocaine last week. That was something that happened. We discussed that happened again. Fucking Huffington Post. But a cooler filled with weed was donated to Goodwill. Don't you wish you guys were that lucky? But yeah, it was, they say it was either an accident or someone was feeling very generous. But staff at a Washington State thrift shop were stunned on Monday to find not an ounce or, a couple dime bags in a cooler. No, $24,000 worth of weed inside a cooler that somebody donated. And police said the workers at the Goodwill store in Monroe were sorting through donations when they stumbled across the marijuana haul. Which means somewhere in there, there was a straight-edge motherfucker that was not happy. Because I'll tell you what, if that was anyone that I know, literally anyone that I know, that cooler would have quickly made its way into the trunk of a vehicle and never would have been handed over to the authorities. In fact, lots of phone calls to other friends would have been placed with people going, bro, you gotta come here and see this fucking cooler I just picked up at Goodwill. $5, wait till you see what was inside. I don't even know where I am anymore. Get over here. But, yeah, they said we went over there, the cops, I believe, said that we went over there and they opened the lid. And in there was 5 large bags of marijuana. Debbie Willis of the Monroe Police Department told the news. Normally, when we go there, it's for a shoplifter. Really? Coming from asset protection, I am more than familiar with shoplifters. However, the Goodwill store, if any of you are shoplifters, really? You're stealing from the fucking Goodwill store. It's crap to begin with, and you are now stealing crap that other people didn't want. If you're gonna steal, at least go to Walmart and steal. And I say this only because it gives a couple friends of mine and my former coworkers something to do, and gives them work and job security. So if you're going to steal, please go to Walmart and steal and give them something to do for the day so they're not sitting in the office too bored throughout the course of an afternoon or evening. But yeah, anyway, apparently people are stealing from the Goodwill store. They said it's not clear who dropped the cooler off or whether they were even aware that they were also dropping off 3.75 pounds of pot. Jesus Christ. Someone was very upset when they got home later. They said store employees are combing through surveillance tapes for any clues to the person's identity. And people 21 and over can legally possess up to 1 ounce of marijuana in the state. Oh, that's right, it's Washington. So the cops said the haul will be destroyed. However, as legal marijuana must come from a licensed producer and seller. So that's right. I damn it! With these notifications. Yes. Where was I? Right. Washington. Legal pot. There is legal pot in Washington. So it's not that big a deal if they had up to an ounce or so on them. But 3.75 pounds. Just a little bit much. A little bit much. And unfortunately, like I said, someone's going to be real upset when they get home and discover that, almost 4 pounds of
happy anniversary dinner, darling.
Pot was donated. And once again, more ads. I'm just giving you dead air for a minute while I take a deep breath and rethink my life and my decision to host a show where talking is a necessity and a skill that I do not possess. But yeah, let's move on to something that maybe I can actually talk about without stumbling over everything. And that, my friends, is a bullfighter gored so hard he needs his rectum reconstructed. That's right, you heard it. Someone needs reconstructive surgery on his fucking asshole because a bull shoved his fucking horn up it. A Mexican bullfighter just discovered the hazards of his trade in the most horrific way. Antonio Romero suffered severe injuries when a bull plunged a horn into his, they say backside, I go with his asshole in Mexico City's Plaza, Mexico on Sunday. There is a video which I have not watched because I cherish my butthole and did not feel like experiencing that sympathy pain. Boredom defeated. Winning today. Where I have failed you, boredom defeated has saved you. And you should probably, once boredom defeated rolls out, you should probably spend your time listening to them because they just beat me at my own game. Yes, Rectum damn near killed him. Oh my God. I can't believe I just let that slip through my own fingers.
God damn it!
You pompous, stuck-up, snot-nosed, giant twerp, scumbag, fuckface, dickhead, asshole!
Seriously.
You know, there are people in this world that don't have to put up with all this shit.
You fucks! Beating me at my own, on my home field! I'm supposed to have the advantage here. You bastards. But yes, it was the doctor that inspected his torn apart asshole told the outlet, God, I am brain dead, that the coring damaged Romero's anus and rectum. He required an operation that included controlling the bleeding, and he was scheduled to later undergo reconstructive surgery on his chocolate starfish. The bull, a 1,660-pounder named Caporal, penetrated, get this, because ladies, I will never be able to do this to you. So please, if you're interested, just imagine he penetrated nearly a foot inside the cavity. You know what I'm talking about. Dead. I'm what the fuck? Are we still on? Can you guys Can you see my mediocre at best face right now? Because fucking OBS, my studio software, just told me it disconnected. And now I'm completely at a loss. So if anybody... Okay, I'm up and good. Thank you. God, as if it wasn't bad enough today that I wasn't prepared, I get this shit going on. Christ on a cracker. Anyway, they said he had it seemingly under control, but he fell to the ground as the bull made contact while he was dangling his red cape. And just right in his asshole. Just 11 inches of horn directly into his crack. Which to some of you may sound like a good time. To me, just sounds extremely undesirable. On a Thursday night. You know, if we're talking on a Saturday, maybe we could talk. But not today. Not today. I'm tired. I'm so tired today. And I'm not down with that kind of fornication.
Look, I've boned a lot of fat chicks in my time, sure. But as far as I can recall, I've never fornicated anybody.
Oh, my mistake. My mistake. All right. We're a wreck. We are a dumpster fire today. Thank you. Thank you for hanging in there. You're the real MVPs tonight, by the way. You guys, and I know there's only a few of you. I refuse to look because we are not putting up numbers tonight, folks. We're not doing it, and it's fine because you're the real MVPs. You are the hardcore motherfuckers that are here every week, and it's you. It's you that I do this for. It's you that I think about when I'm alone in my room. But yeah, you're the real MVPs for hanging around and dealing with this fucking ridiculous mess that I call a show. Last but not least, certainly not least, because he's a much smarter man than I. In case you hadn't heard, and I'm sure that you hadn't, because who the fuck has? I'm the only one that does this kind of research on nonsense. But Stephen Hawking is going to space. Stephen Hawking is going into space. Yeah, did anybody ever watch? I don't even remember what fucking show it was. Did anybody ever watch? Oh, it was the Muppets. I'm an asshole. Pigs in Space. We now have Hawking in space. There's thank you, Boredom Defeated once again with the alley-oop of Stephen Hawking is going to outer space. And he reports that he said yes immediately. Much like me on a first date. I'm a dick. Stephen Hawking, the world's most renowned physicist and cosmologist, stated today, holy shit balls, that he is in fact heading to space, and it's happening all thanks to the Virgin Group. Well, I imagine that, that many virgins all together in one place probably have nothing better to do and, could probably put their minds to good use, like sending Stephen Hawking into outer space. And that makes me very happy for them. I want you guys to know that just because you are virgins does not mean you can't do something great. I'm going to smash this fucking... Oh, my God! Am I going to start breaking shit if this doesn't stop soon? I know what this is. This is what's called Frankenthread. Any of the noises that you hear, there is an ongoing thread that I am a part of, and I'm just going to take a quick spin off of what we're talking about to explain to you that there is a thread on Facebook that I am a part of called Frankenthread. It is up to like a good 40,000, maybe 50,000 comments on the motherfucker. It was started in 2011 by Shameless Plug. Anybody that's familiar with him, well, formerly Shameless Plug, he's now Charles Only. I believe it's charlesonly.bandcamp.com if you want to look up his music. He started this thread in December of 2011. It is now 6 years later, and it is still going. And sometimes they get on these fucking runs where they just continually post on it over and over and over again. And that's what's going on right now. And that's all the noises you fucking hear are these guys just posting to Frankenthread, as they call it. That's the name it's received over the years. But yeah, they are blowing up Frankenthread, and it is now affecting my show because there's another one, because I'm an asshole that did not mute his sounds before he started today. Fuck me in the goat ass. Anyway, Hawking is going to space. And thanks to virgins. That's where we were. In a statement in 2015, Sir Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, good for him. He was the first, not only the president, but also a member, said that one day he hoped to be able to carry Hawking to the stars. I would recommend a spaceship. I don't know if carrying him would really be a successful endeavor, so I would recommend, we do have spaceships, and I would recommend putting him on one. It's probably a lot safer for both of you. In the statement, Branson noted that this offer came as a result of the great respect and admiration that he has for Hawking. And he stated, quote, Professor Stephen Hawking is one of the people I admire most in the world, an undisputed genius who has opened our eyes to the wonders of the universe, while also happening to be a kind and delightful man. He is the only person I have given a free ticket with Virgin Galactic, and he is signed up to fly as a future astronaut with us if his health permits it. And at age 75, Hawking won't be the oldest astronaut ever, and that belongs to John Glenn, who went to space at 77. At 77, I will not be going to space. At 77, I will be lucky if I'm alive, and if I am, I will probably be really fucked up, because at 77, I'm not going to give a fuck anymore. At 77, I am just going to lay around smoking trees and doing whatever I want all day long, because fuck it, I'm 77 years old. I'm lucky I made it this far with my lifestyle, so all bets are off at that point. But I can guarantee you no one is going to shoot me into space unless I become exceptionally obnoxious, more so than I already am. But he will be the first person to go to space with an amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. I think I just nailed that. And it's recorded. We have it on video. I think I just did that. Oh, it's ALS. They couldn't have just said ALS! Everybody knows ALS because of the fucking people dumping ice buckets over their head. You made me read that shit like an asshole. Also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Oh, another simple term you could have used. You fuck. ALS, then they go on to describe it as a motor neuron disease that generally leads to death within 5 years of the initial diagnosis. We all know, very terminal and very, very sad. And his condition was first diagnosed when he was 21. Was not expected to see his 25th birthday. Fast forward 50 years, and here we are, because we all know that if you're very rich and very smart, you can get things cured a lot faster. Look at Magic Johnson. He fucking the only guy to revert backwards from having AIDS to not having AIDS anymore because he had lots of money. But they go on to explain that, of course, traveling to space is it's a fairly long article. It goes on to explain that traveling to space could be dangerous for his health, or anyone's health for that matter. What are you saying, Joe? If I feel like if he gets close enough to a black hole and gets some of the shit floating around on the event horizon, it can cure him. I'm sure it probably could, and thank you for mentioning Event Horizon. Great fucking movie with Lawrence Fishburne where they kind of travel into hell. But yeah. Where the fuck was I? I don't even know anymore. We're what a fucking... Here we are, as I seemingly make fun of Stephen Hawking, or talk about Stephen Hawking going into space, and yeah. Thanks, man. We're down to the last couple minutes. Thank God, because I don't know what the fuck we would be doing otherwise. This is... Whoa! Why is that all fucked up and twisted? Hold on. Hello? Alright, they're back. Hello? What the fuck is up with my phones today? What is up with the phones today? Hello? Is somebody fucking there? Can we get your attention? Hello?
Hello, Primal Podcast. This is Stephen Hawking in space.
Hi!
I am currently orbiting Mars and seriously regretting this decision.
What?
I don't have time to stay as my connection is limited.
Well, holy shit. Mr. Hawking, I actually can't believe that you would even take the time or had my number to call randomly my show, but, see, now I told them that a ship would have been a much safer idea to send you out there, and rather than having you orbiting in your chair. I know you said your time is limited, so I just want to ask you briefly before you wander off too far. Will you be back? Are you coming home?
I fucking hope so.
As do I, sir. As do I. From what I've been told, because I probably illiterate, you are a very smart man. So I do hope that you make it home as quickly as possible. But please, good luck. Like this wasn't obvious. Good luck out there in space, and please contact me as soon as you can.
My Primal.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. We'll let you go. My bad. Stephen Hawking in space, everyone. There he is. I have serious issues that need to be addressed.
That's awful. That's awful.
I know. I have problems.
Alrighty then.
Oh, sorry guys. I am just.
What are you, a fucking moron?
I am. I'm a terrible human being. I am going to burn in the darkest, fiery pits of hell for the things that I do. But, even though I am a shitty human being that makes fun of the disabled people like Stephen Hawking, but he's smart enough to know that, he wouldn't waste his time here, other than calling from space, that is, to give us a quick hello. I made it. It is 8:57 in the PM time, and I made it. Episode 20 is in the bag. Thank you. Thank you to my hardcore fans that stuck around. Thank you to Stephen Hawking, who's currently orbiting Mars up in space, for taking time out of his busy floating schedule in that gravitational pull to contact me and let me know where he is and that he hopes he will be home sometime soon. And thank you. I'm being told it was a valiant effort, and thank you. You're a sweetie. I did my best. To make it through. We survived the full hour, even though I was completely unprepared to do any of this. Boredom Defeated sharing some other things there. There's a video there if you want to check it out of where Daft Punk's impossibly catchy samples come from, which I still haven't watched because I am a lazy son of a bitch. But yeah, I would also recommend checking that out. There's also new emoji coming out, in case you guys are interested. There's new emoji, mermaids and mermen and various other shit, breastfeeding. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging with me through this train wreck of what should have been a very monumental episode where we finally hit 20 episodes, but it's not. So, fuck yourself. Other than that, no, really, I appreciate you guys hanging in there. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to do the show today because I thought I was going to have my daughter today. And I think that's part of the reason why we have such a smaller turnout than we normally do for live viewers during an episode. I waited till mid-afternoon before I announced that or late afternoon till I even announced there was going to be a show today, and that's because I thought my daughter was going to be here with me overnight, and I don't do the show when she's here. I don't want to disturb her, and I can't have the giant lights on and stuff while she's in bed, so things got kind of twisted around a bit today, and then I ended up being able to get here on time to start the show. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Don't forget, again, I'm running really low on time, and I really want to make this happen. So iTunes, subscribe, rate, and review. If you're already subscribed, do me a favor and give me a star rating and leave an honest opinion of the show. I don't ask you to just be like, oh, he's fucking great. I would suck his penis any chance that he gave me because he's amazing. Give an honest review. If you think it sucks, say it sucks. If you think it's awesome, say it's awesome. But go log on iTunes and just leave me a review and subscribe to the show. You know, I want to get featured. It means a lot to me, and it'll mean a lot for the audience, you know, for the size of the audience, if you guys can do that. Because we're running low. We probably only got, I want to say we might only have 2 or 3 weeks left. Yeah, download all the episodes that you can in order to get featured. I haven't checked this week to see, but I'm sure I'm not featured. But I haven't checked, so I can't say for sure. But yeah, please do that because it'll be really big if we can get that done. So subscribe, rate, review, download episodes, and then we're going to focus on the other ones. I am available on Google Play Music, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, you know, which we can really, we'll focus on making sure people get subscribed on there if that's what you use on a later time. But right now it's all on iTunes because they're the biggest podcast subscription. They're the biggest audience for podcasts. That's really where all your numbers and all your positive stuff is going to come from. So please do me that favor. And other than that, it's 9:01, so I'm already late. But thank you for hanging with me during this absolute fucking boating accident. I can't fucking. Why am I continuing to talk? I love you. Thank you. Good night.